Hi, this is Majinoni, and here's my review for the Amazing Spider-Man number 654.1 and Uncanny X-Force number 5. I'll do X-Force number 5 first. Now, this is the still by Remender, and this is actually, I think it's a good transitional issue where they're going into the new story arc, but I have part-way issues with the villains that are going to be involved in this. It first starts off basically with talking about the home area for Phantom X and what's going on in there, how he basically lived in there when he was younger, and then it was basically accelerated time inside there. And so he grew up rather quickly. And there's a lot of science and tech that's going on inside there, which could be extremely dangerous if it gets outside. So what he did was basically he shrunk it down and, keeps it safe. Well, while that's going on, you also have the fallout for what happened with Apocalypse. Now, it's only the fallout within the team, and it seems like Deadpool is the one who's willing to come out and say, I have issues because we killed a kid. Wolverine's like, hey, dude, we saved the world. But you can tell while he's doing that, he's still coming to grips with, killing a kid. So, I mean, it was like, this is like a much needed ethics part, but what I found kind of stupid is the fact you have X-Force Black Ops team, we're going to kill, oh, but wait a second, here's the line, we're not going to kill under these circumstances. No, you guys did the right thing and you should just move on. So you have that stuff going on, and going back to Phantom X, he's basically with his mom, and they're having a nice quiet discussion alone until the cyborg versions of Marvel superheroes comes and attacks. And what they're basically looking for is the world. Now, there's some very cool things that are going on in this battle, and I was kind of like, I will admit I was entertained. I thought the art and the art was still top notch. I still like it, and I think it fits this storyline or this series really well. Now, obviously, you can tell because they're cyborgs, you can tell that Deathlock is going to be involved in this. So that's where I'm kind of torn with, just because Marvel seemed to not be able to handle Deathlock well. And he was great when he first came out, but ever since then, I don't think Marvel's really been able to capture the character and use him in a productive way. So I'm kind of curious to see where that's going to go. But other than that, I thought this was an entertaining issue to start off the new storyline. And next up is Amazing Spider-Man 654.1. What's by Slott and Ramos and those guys. Now, this is basically the Venom storyline. And if you really want to know what's going on with Venom, you really have to read this book. It's basically explaining, here's Flash, here's the Venom suit, this is what they're turning him into James Bond Venom, and they're sending him on missions. They talk about how he can only keep the suit on for so long, how many missions he has, blah, 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 blah. They're showing off some of his abilities, and then he goes to his personal life. I like how they tied in the part that Jameson's wife died, and how Flash goes to console Peter, but yet he sees Peter with Mary Jane and he gets a little jealous because he's like, that's her ex. I can't believe he's doing that. I'm here for him. And well, he didn't say those words, but you get the gist of what he's talking about. And then he goes off on a mission. Now, I think that this whole thing was just, it really was not entertaining me at all. I thought that, for the most part, it was just really lame. It was out of character for Flash Thompson. I understand he was, an army man and stuff like that, but turning him into James Bond Venom, it just seemed like a stretch. And I was just like, yeah, blah, 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 blah is happening. He goes to save the guy, blah, blah, blah. So, basic fight happens, and I think this is, correct me if I'm wrong, which I know you guys will, but I think this guy right here is the Flag Smasher, and basically they captured a diplomat type thing, and they're basically trying to get his bank account code, so this way they can get withdrawal of his money, which would cause catastrophe worldwide. And, you know, he saves the guy, but before he does, Flag Smasher throws the grenade, boom. Excuse me. Flash's legs are gone, and then Venom comes out. This caught my interest a little bit. My interest peaked, because I was like, I didn't expect that. And then something else happened, which made me go, oh my god, that was just insane. And that was Venom biting off Flag Smasher's arm. I was like, holy crap, that's the Venom that I know and like. Now, eventually, you know, Flash composes himself and everything's back to normal again. But this one page gave me just a glimmer of hope. But I think the book is still going to be fail along the way. Also, at the end, it does give you a preview of what's coming up. Some interesting things coming along. There's the anti-Venom. He's going into outer space. I don't care about the space part, but it's the fact that he doesn't have the spider sense. You have a big battle scene here with the Sinister Six, and Venom, the new Venom, and Black Cat. You also have Mary Jane crying about things are getting weird around here, and Peter, what have you done? This was expected, the romance between the reporter and the Hobgoblin, and Dr. Octopus is obviously up to some no good. So, I mean, there's some nice little preview of things to come. Overall, I really enjoyed this, but so if you're interested in starting to read the X-Force, this is the one to get. You know, to jump aboard. This one, like I said, it's only if you really want to know what's going on with Venom. Otherwise, it's just I don't know. I'm like torn. Until this part, I was like not liking it, but we'll see where it goes. If you have any comments or questions, let me know. Rate the video up or down and let me know what you think. If you guys are, I'm curious to know, are you guys planning on getting Venom #1? Let me know. And until next time.